Hey everybody, Lucas Haneman here. Welcome to this week's episode of Guitar Tone Tuesday, which is all about the three main types of tremolo and their uses. Now, tremolo is probably the oldest guitar effect around. It's been used in countless amplifiers, and today it's used in many different pedals. We can find tremolo all over the place. This pedal right here is my favorite tremolo pedal, and not only is it the tremolo pedal, but it's also a reverb pedal. This is the Strymon Flint. I got this pedal as a gift from my lovely wife for Valentine's Day in 2016, and I had to yank it off my board to make this video to show you guys it. Literally, this thing has been on my board ever since then, and it is such a great pedal. And hopefully this video will show you something as to why it is. Now, we're not going to get into the reverbs today, just the tremolos. Maybe reverbs will be a different video. But if you like tremolo, and if you like nerdy guitar stuff like this, go down there, like, share, subscribe. Because the more people who subscribe to the channel, just helps this thing grow, man. Really, really does. So thank you so much to everybody who watches this thing. Okay, so what are the three main types of tremolo, as we see in this pedal? We have a 65 photo tremolo. We have a 63 tube bias tremolo. And we have a 65 harmonic tremolo. We're going to start off by hearing the 65 Photocell tremolo, because this Photocell tremolo, is the most common type of tremolo. Basically, it's kind of complicated, but it uses a light bulb and an octave coupling resistor to turn on and off the guitar signal very fast, almost like a helicopter. So the signal basically goes chop, 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 on and off really quickly. And this is probably the easiest type of tremolo to install from what I've heard from amp tech friends that I know. It's also very dependable, very reliable, and not very obtrusive to the circuit of the amplifier. It's used a lot in most of the blackface Fender amplifiers, Gibson amplifiers, and old school Vox amplifiers. So let's hear that example first. Here we go with the Photocell tremolo. Pretty vibey, I'd say. I really like that Photocell tremolo in that kind of ilk that we just heard it in. You know, it sounds very, very cool. Well, let's move on to tremolo type number 2, the tube tremolo. Tube tremolo is a little bit less common, but it tends to be one of the most liked tremolos. I'd say it's actually, for me, the most useful in the most circumstances. Tube tremolo is the tremolo that we hear in the Princeton Reverb amplifier, among some other Fender amplifiers, even some other Vox amplifiers too. But it tends to be used more in low power amplifiers. Tube tremolo is also known as bias shifting tremolo, which I think is part of why it's only used in lower wattage amplifiers. The bias of the amplifier is basically going hot, cold, very quickly with this tremolo type, as far as I know. I'm not a techie guy, okay? But basically the way it works is that we hear a sound where the guitar signal is going up and down in volume, kind of ramping up and ramping down, as opposed to just turning on and off. And so what we get with tube tremolo is we get a smoother sound. It's not so hard-edged, and I think that's why I like this tremolo so much, and I really enjoy it in kind of an R&B setting. So check it out. Such a smooth sound. I love that sound. It's like a blanket that just wraps you up and just takes you away, man. It's such a... Oh, I could fall asleep to that sound. It's so nice. It's timeless. It's classic, that tube tremolo sound. It's the one I use the most, as I say, and I just dig it. Let's talk about tremolo type number 3. This is the funky one, man. 61 harmonic tremolo. Commonly found in the brown face Fender amplifiers like the Super, the Showman, and the Bandmaster. This tremolo is different. It has an oscillating effect. Now, when I say brown-faced amplifier, by the way, I mean amplifiers that appear a lot like this. Now, this one does not have harmonic tremolo. This is a 62, original 1962 Fender Princeton non-reverb. So brown face, because it's this brown kind of color here. But the Supers, the Showmans, the Bandmasters, things like that had harmonic tremolo. Now, what is harmonic tremolo? Harmonic tremolo is it's a pitch oscillating tremolo. So it's a lot more like kind of a vibrato effect, I would say. It sounds kind of phase shifty. It's very special because it actually involves 3 12AX7 preamp tubes to make it work. But it has this syrupy sound, almost like a univibe, if for those of you who know what that is. But if you don't know what it is, let's just hear it. Let's hear the 61 harmonic tremolo. That's funky. So let me know in the comment section below which tremolo type was your favorite. Again, just to recap, we talked about 3 types of tremolo today. We talked about the tremolos offered in the Strymon Flint tremolo and reverb pedal, and those tremolo types are the Photocell tremolo, which is that chop, chop, chop helicopter type sound. The Tube Tremolo, which is the smoother tube bias sound where the sound just turns up and down in a very pleasing way. And then we talked about the Harmonic Tremolo, which is that swirly, whirly, good time, funky sound. So let me know in the comment section below which one you preferred, and if you use tremolo, which type of tremolo do you like to use? What's your favorite tremolo pedal? I know that there are other options out there. Some of them I'm sure that specialize in one type of tremolo have more options, when it comes to the specific tremolo type. So please let me know, what do you like to use? I think that's about it for this week. I would love to dive into the reverb types if you guys are interested in that on a future episode, because again, bang for buck, this pedal, it's not cheap, but you get really all these different options. You get 3 different types of reverb, 3 different types of tremolo, and it's just such a timeless combination of effects. No wonder it hasn't come off my board until today. I absolutely love this thing. That's about it for this week. Please do like, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and we will see everybody again next Tuesday.